Hi there. Welcome to my story of 2023. In this video, I'm gonna talk about my important days and events of 2023, and of course TF2 as well. Let's do this. January. On 29th of January, me and my family went to a festivized park. It's called Lumina Park on the Palatinus Beach, and seeing a lot of festivized stuff. It was amazing. And the rest of this month, however, waiting to respond of that job since December and visiting my latest high school. The coldest temperature of this winter is also happened in this month, which is -6 Celsius. February. On the 6th of February, I received the answer about that job, and unfortunately, it has been rejected. Resulted a big trauma in my family and my friends. On the next day, however, I got a call, which is the same company, but not the same district. I just thought it's that same district who rejected me, but I was wrong. And I get a second chance with it. In the end of this month, I officially hired, which means goodbye laziness and a new future in my life. March. On 4th of March, the first day of my job, and meeting the people and learning stuff. On 15th of March, we celebrated the 117th year of our freedom struggle against the Austrian Empire. On 24th of March, the hottest temperature of this month is 22 Celsius. April. On 5th of April, the biggest birthday party I have ever enjoyed, with my cousin and his friends, including lots of guests. And not my birthday party. On 27th of April, I went a concert. The artist is Jonathan Bray. He also works with this artist as well. The concert was pretty good, but unfortunately he not wanted to make a photo with me because his mask was off, and mostly because he had to hurry because the Pope was coming in our country, and that's why. In exchange, I got a white tulip. Good enough? On 29th of April, my dad and me went to a garage of trolleybuses and seeing some extraordinary vehicles and stuff. May. On 13th of May, me and my grandmother tried out the most renewed light railway, as known is the light railway of Miskolc, with the most beautiful forest and view with it. On 24th of May, 5 Icarus retro buses are seen on the streets, and the beginning of my retro adventures with it. On 20th of May, I went to another garage, but this time with buses and tons of retro vehicles there. On 24th of May, I went to Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia, and seeing the castle and walking a lot and without using the transport of Bratislava. June. From 3rd to 4th of June, my cousin, me and my dad went to Prague, the capital of Czechia, and that trip is one of the most amazing experiences I have ever enjoyed in 2023. The food, the places is just amazing. On 10th of June, me and my grandmother went to another light railway. It's called Silversvárat. On 19th of June, I went to Lake Balaton, or the southern area of Lake Balaton, and visiting Balaton Earth Castle. After this trip, I went to a birthday party because I have been invited, and we had a lot of fun. Quite. So that's quite a long day for me. On 25th of June, I went to Lake Balaton again, but this time on the northern area. I visited the most beautiful place. It's called Tihany, the land of Lavendul, and one of the most symbolic places on Lake Balaton. After the second trip of Lake Balaton, me and my family are joined the night of the museums and visiting one new place. But some retro and nostalgia stuff were also seen at that day. July. On Team Fortress 2, the player count is the weakest than ever. But then, the summer update just happened. And probably the biggest update ever in 2023. And tons of people returned, making the highest players record in history of Team Fortress 2 from 13th of June to 2nd of July. Me and my grandmother went to my aunt, and this time the weather is not hotter like the last time. On the 7th of July, I went to southern area of Lake Balaton and visiting Siófok, as known as the Golden Beach, from 8th to 10th of July. Me and my mother went to vacation to Balaton Beach, the Golden Beach of the northern area of Lake Balaton, and enjoying the beach and the nights with it. And I seen a few of retro trains, including one steam locomotive and some retro plane. On 10th of July, I traveled twice of intercity trains because I had to go to my next vacation to my dad and the whole family with it. My mother is not happy to hearing that, so I have to run with heavy stuff to read the temperature is 33 Celsius from one station to another, and almost missing that train with it. While I have very sweated and a little bit injuries with it on my shoulder. And some scary weather on the second intercity train. Thankfully I made it, and of course the same beach on the southern area of Lake Balaton. From 11th to 15th of July, while we are enjoyed our vacation, we tried out one new beach. It's called Fonyod, with a beautiful view of Badacsony mountain. And we managed to escape from those scary clouds. And the longest ever delay is also happened that day. On Friday, however, me and my cousin are visited to Keszthely, to that camp, to say hi and stuff to my old friends, because I was signed up for the second week and not for the first one. From 16th to 22nd of July, I returned to Keszthely and that English camp as well. And what that happens on those days? My American tutor is great. The others are okay. My campers are quite okay, but not entirely. The temperature was sucks, and my team won against the other team. I thought they would win, and it didn't turn out that way, because I calculated it somehow, but I was wrong. In the last day of July, I went to Zagreb, the capital of Croatia, and seeing their best buildings, like the temple example, and while I leave the country, I see some very nice view from the train, and some adventures with it. August. On the first day, I visited Zomardi, or the southern area of Lake Balaton, which was the heart of Lake Balaton, and a very good place for some festivals as well. On 10th of August, I went to Aqua Arena water park. The weather was dark at the morning, but afternoon, the summer weather is returned and the clouds are disappeared. On 12th of August, the biggest storm just waked up the whole city in the midnight hours. On the morning, however, I went to Semmering because I have been invited by one of my friends and traveling with them with over a hour delay, the most longest delay ever on train due to the storm. And the weather on Semmering, however, is also pretty bad, with 14 Celsius, with rains, fog, at least without any storm. This was the longest trip ever in my life, and the longest day ever, from 2 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 2 hours was left from the whole day. On 18th of August, I visited the Balatonkeresek on the northern east area of Lake Balaton. On 19th of August, I went to Gyöngyös and traveling their light railway, which is pretty good, and a nice forest, and my favorite car number with it. On 20th of August, me and my grandmother went to Palatinus Beach, and keep in mind this day because it's the birthday of Hungary, and we've seen some jet fighters, and the fireworks with it. From 26th to 27th of August, I traveled almost the whole northern area of Lake Balaton with retro trains, visiting 3 places. 2 is a beach, they are the Philip Port and Badacsony, and the last place is Tapolca, with more retro trains. The best part of this whole travel, however, is the steam locomotive, or we calling it the Buffalo. September. On 2nd of September, me and my grandmother went to Szolnok with the second type of Buffalo steam locomotive and the nostalgia cars with it. On 3rd of September, 4 retro Icarus buses were back in the service for that day. One of them is the most shortest bus, and the rest of them are average. On 19th of September, me and my family are seeing lots of vehicles. Half of them, however, are nostalgia. Most of them are tram. On the last day of September, I went to Aero Park, next to the airport, because there is an event with tons of retro Icarus buses. October. From 7th to 8th of October, me and my dad went to capital of Slovenia, as known as Ljubljana. My dad is almost screwed up the whole trip, by the way, because he messed up the reservation by a day. On 14th of October, me and my cousin and his friends had a Halloween party, or shortly, my first Halloween party in my house, and we had a lot of fun. On 15th of October, one of my grandmother is become 80 years old, and we had a very festivized birthday party. On 20th of October, my high school, what I finished, is become 30 years old, and I joined their anniversary show. But unfortunately, lots of my friends were missed, and mostly my classmates. From 21st to 22nd of October, the second and the third Halloween party is failed. Due their events, weekend plans, and mostly I got treated and lied, while I spent lots of money for this. Resulted a big trauma over my family and my friends. On the last day of October, this Halloween was a little bit better because I played 2 of my friend on Team Fortress 2 and had some fun with it. Talking about Scream Fortress. 12 new maps were added and a few of new towns. November. On the 1st of November, me and my whole family went to the same cemetery, but this time on sunset and at least not in fully dark. On the 17th of November, Budapest is 150 years old, the greatest anniversary ever in this year. On 20th of November, one of my parents became 50 years old. Talking about my job, the hardest times is also started. Due Christmas is coming, which means tons of packages and stuff. So it's basically like in the gym. December. On Team Fortress 2, 10 new festive maps were added and a few of new towns. And we got this badass animal there. On the 3rd of December, me and my family all went to Garden of Lights with tons of fabulous festival stuff and it feels very fabulous. On the 5th of December, I got sick at the highest temperature with it, which is 40 Celsius. The first time ever. And surviving a virus with it, but thankfully not the COVID. Talking about Advent. The festivized vehicles and street lights is returned, because last year is missed due to inflation. The new stuff what I've seen is festivized Subaru Railway, buses, and discovering new festivized streets on 23rd of December. The snow is also returned. And going to Lumina Park and walking for festivized area and seeing 4 festivized vehicles, but mostly enjoying the snow. On Christmas, however, it's quite the same, but not entirely, because I finally see my most beloved cat. But most importantly, I bought the most for the whole Advent, and even on Christmas for sure. On the last day, the New Year party was not the same either, because I thought that my friends would be able to find a place where we could party, but unfortunately it didn't work out by one of our friends. And the silliest part, they were getting invited, but at their night, however, there was a small fight with the audio company because they attacked one of our friends. I don't know even why. But in the end, they were sent home and my friends won the fight. But my New Year party with my grandmother is regularly but a nice ending. In conclusion of 2023, it's one of my greatest years ever, with tons of events and programs, 4 anniversary events, tons of adventures, and 5 countries with it. But most importantly, the 100 subscribers and the 10-year anniversary since I'm playing Team Fortress 2. But sadly, lots of my friends has been disappeared, including Team Fortress 2, and probably I never see them anymore due their future and the life change with it. Without my job, more than 60% of my adventures would not happen. Thank you for enjoying my story video of 2023, and thanks for watching.